adjust your anterior humerus. And there's nothing funny about an anterior humerus. Bad joke, sorry. Bad chiropractic joke. Get it, humerus? Hello, YouTubers and everybody else. So we've got Kim here with a shoulder problem. She came in. She's seen me before with some neck pain, but has some really bad, severe shoulder pain. On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is it? 10 being the most pain.
7.
7. Okay, so I want to show you something, and this is something you can do at home to check and just to rule out a clavicle problem. Now, there's a lot going on in the shoulder. It's also the only joint to move 360 degrees, so it's also the most unstable joint in the human body. But if we zoom in here, you'll see, look at the clavicle. My thumb is on the top of her right clavicle, and my other thumb is on the top of her left clavicle. And you could see the big difference. This one is lower. Every other video I've done, I've showed you where the clavicle is higher. That's the most common direction for it to go, higher and medial and anterior. Hers has dropped down, gone anterior and medial. So I'm gonna ask you, do you have any pain in here?
A little bit, yeah.
And how about here?
Yeah.
And how about under here?
There's okay.
Okay. And you said that you had some rib pain, upper rib pain? Like
It's
in
like
right in front of the armpit?
Yeah.
Okay, so and also shoulder pain in there.
Mm-hmm.
And when I had her laying down just a minute ago, she had pain because her shoulder dropped forward. But as soon as I put my thumb under her shoulder and pulled it back, it felt better. So that tells me that her humerus is pushed forward. But when we tested her, it didn't come up that weak. It was very hard to detect. But clearly the clavicle is out, the humerus is out. We stretched her pectoralis major muscle, which would pull this bone forward, okay, and aggravate it more. So what I want you to do is take this hand and put it up on this shoulder and then drop the elbow down. Does that hurt?
A little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. Was it worse before?
Yeah, a lot worse before.
So all we did to improve that was loosen up the pec major muscle and the pec minor muscle, which again pulls this arm bone forward out of the socket, and that's what's going on here. And there's also a misalignment here we're going to correct. So let's go ahead and start with your clavicle. Lay on your back. Now sometimes when these adjustments don't hold, we adjust a few times. If it doesn't hold, we tape the clavicle down to get the fibers of Sharpie to heal back up and make the joint tight. So we're going to go ahead and adjust a medial and inferior clavicle. And you're probably wondering, is this going to be painful? It's not.
Okay.
It's really not. Okay. So I'm going to have you just turn your head that direction. Let's have you stand up right here. Wasn't too bad, right?
No.
It's still off, so go ahead and lay down on your back there. And relax here. One more here. Okay. Oftentimes with a clavicle out, we find the first cervical rib out as well, which feels like it's really locked up for her today. So go ahead and stand up. I'm going to check clavicle again. Just look straight ahead. Much better. If you look there, it's not perfect, but it's certainly better. Okay. Now lay on your back one last time. We're gonna get one more tool. We've got a few tools. This is called an activator. This uses speed instead of force. And then we've got another tool right here called an arthrostim, and we can pull this off like that. And this uses speed as well with a little bit more force. Okay. You can turn your face that way. Not so bad, right? Okay, stand up. This should do it. Yep. Look at that. Again, not perfect. It's you know, a millimeter off, a millimeter or two, but much better than before. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm going to have you lay on your stomach. I'm going to test that, see how that feels to lay on your stomach. How's that feel? Or does it take a few seconds to start hurting?
It does take a few seconds, but it's much better than before.
Much better. Okay,
Yeah.
good. Now we still have to adjust your humerus, so the arm bone. We're going to do that here in just a second. All right, take a deep breath in. Good, and blow all the way out. And turn over on your back. And slide down a little bit for me. Good. Okay. Cross your arms. Give yourself a big hug. Tuck your chin down. Deep breath in. And blow out. And blow out. Slide back on your back. Now we're going to check the neck and the cervical rib. Okay. We're going to adjust her first cervical rib on the same side of the clavicle that was out of alignment. Just relax here. This is not going to be painful at all. That was loud though. Okay. Look at that. I'm going to recheck your clavicle though and relax here. Good. Let's have you stand up again. Good. Clavicle's still even. Have a seat right here. We're going to adjust your anterior humerus. And there's nothing funny about an anterior humerus. Bad joke, sorry. Bad chiropractic joke. Get it, humerus? Relax here. Let's see here. There we go. Did you hear that? Yeah. Okay, you're all set. Shoulder adjusted.